After a 1-month hiatus, Formula One heads to Azerbaijan for the 4th Grand Prix of the year. In this video, we will look at the Baku city circuit layout, track history, and things to watch out for this weekend. Let's get started. Circuit overview. The Baku circuit is a fairly recent addition to the F1 calendar. Along with Monaco, Valencia, Jeddah, Singapore, and Miami, it is one of the few street circuits. The first Grand Prix was held in 2016 when the circuit hosted the European Grand Prix. A year later, the first Azerbaijan Grand Prix took place. Red Bull and Mercedes are tied with 3 wins each in Baku. The 2020 edition was cancelled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. As of yet, no driver has won this Grand Prix twice. Max Verstappen is the defending champion. The track is located in the central part of Baku, close to the waterfront. The track is 6 kilometers long and has a race distance of 306 kilometers. At present, there are 51 laps. German engineer Erman Tilke designed the circuit layout. It features slow corners and fast straights, and is one of the few anti-clockwise circuits in F1. For the 2023 race, the track has been resurfaced to reduce the number of bumps. You might recall last year that Baku was one of the hardest circuits for the drivers to drive due to porpoising. Famously, Lewis Hamilton was in so much pain after the race that he could barely get out of the car. Although porpoising has been resolved, this resurfacing should be a nice addition to help drivers enjoy racing in this track. The Azerbaijan Grand Prix has always been entertaining to watch. Many dramatic moments have occurred. A few years back in the turbo hybrid era, Valtteri Bottas was denied of a victory when he ran over some debris from the lead and had to retire from the race. In 2021, we saw Lewis Hamilton go from second place to last place on the last lap. This was a turning point for the 2021 season, and the Drivers' Championship was eventually won by Max Verstappen. What to watch for? Can Red Bull continue to dominate? Red Bull have won the first 3 races so far, Verstappen winning in Bahrain and Australia, and Perez in Jeddah. Perez had a little bit of a slow start in Australia but was able to recover during race day, making up several places from the back of the grid and setting the fastest lap. Both Perez and Verstappen have won in Baku before, and Perez has the most number of podiums at the track with 3. As fans, we are hoping that Perez can challenge Verstappen and make the title fight more interesting. Can Aston Martin continue the momentum? The surprise of the 2023 season has to be Aston Martin. The team currently stands second in the constructors' standings with 65 points, and Fernando Alonso is absolutely on fire with 3 consecutive podium finishes. Lance Stroll has also had a solid start to the season and will likely be looking forward to the Baku race. At the inaugural Azerbaijan Grand Prix in 2017, Stroll, then racing for Williams, finished 3rd. He not only clinched his first podium, but at age 18, became the youngest rookie and the second youngest driver behind Verstappen to be on the podium. What about Mercedes? Mercedes continue to be questioned about their competitiveness, particularly their car. It seems to be good one week and then not so good the next week. The team that dominated the turbo hybrid era now stands 3rd in the constructors' standings with 56 points, 9 behind Aston Martin. George Russell's engine caught fire in Australia and he had to retire. It'll be interesting to see if reliability issues plague Mercedes in Baku. This week, the team announced that its former technical director James Allison, who in 2021 took on the role of Chief Technical Officer, is stepping again into his former role. The team has been slowly gaining momentum since the start of the season, with 2 top 10 finishes for Russell and Hamilton in Bahrain and Jeddah, and a second place finish for Hamilton in Melbourne. Baku should be a good place for them to continue to build their momentum. Last year, Russell and Hamilton finished 3rd and 4th, and Hamilton has won this race back in 2018. Will McLaren perform better? Both McLaren drivers scored their first points of the season in Australia. Can they pull it off again this weekend? Will they be further up the grid or further behind? It'll be interesting to watch McLaren to see how they perform. Lastly, what about Ferrari? With extremely high hopes to start the season, the prancing horse have disappointed. They currently stand 4th in the constructors' standings with just 26 points. Many fans around the world are hoping that Ferrari can turn it around and come back into contention with Red Bull and Aston Martin. Hope this video helped you get ready for the 2023 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like this video and consider subscribing to the channel for more great Formula One content.